Well, greetings, BCOT 247 students. This is Mr. Doucette. This is week number 14 in our 18-week course or 16-week course here at Cerritos College. Actually, next week's our last week, I believe. So we are winding down quickly. Yeah, it's a 15-week course. So this week we're going to be looking at Chapter 10, Proposals and Formal Reports. And we're also going to be continuing our final two mock interviews. We had one today, Monday, the 12th of May, and we have one more on Wednesday, the 14th, and another one on Saturday, this Saturday, the 17th. Those are the last two opportunities to be interviewed. So if you've not signed up, these are the last two opportunities that you have. If not, there is an alternative assignment, and I will show that to you in this video. So, but this week we are still covering some content. So we have chapter 10 on proposals and formal reports. Simply just read the chapter and do the quiz and make sure you understand how all of that works together. But I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, which is our course in Canvas. So here we are. And of course, we're in module 3. We have a little bit more than, we have another week to go. So I'm going to scroll down, and here we are this week. So again, you have check-in questions. Now, by the way, the check-in assignment this week, you don't look up anything in the chapter or anything. It's simply personal questions about the class, what you thought, what you learned, what you liked, what you didn't like, stuff like that. It helps me to make improvements. There's also going to be a quiz on chapter 10, which is the chapter that you should be reading. And then here are the 3 mock interviews. Unfortunately, we've already held this one here. So all we have left is the one on this Wednesday, 5/14 at 1:30. We have some students that signed up. I need to transfer their names up top so we can figure out where we're at. And then we have another one on Saturday, the 17th. That'll be the final one at 10 a.m. And I do have students who've also signed up for that one. We have one student that signed up so far. So that's going to be the one to really try and get to if you could. And I'm going to be sending out some reminders about that. But very important. I'm going to tell you right now, the mock interview takes about an hour, but it's way easier and way more practical and way more beneficial than writing the final writing assignment. However, if you just can't make either one of those days and you didn't plan well for that, or couldn't plan well for that because of work or whatever else, you can do the final writing assignment, which is a proposal. And notice it says if you choose not to do the mock interview. Now I have 0 points, but I'm going to take your points for the writing assignment. I'm going to place them in the category of the mock interview. And that way it'll offset one another and whatever points you get. So anyway, my point being is please, please, please do the mock interview. I think you're going to like it a lot better, and it's going to feel a lot more it's going to feel a lot easier at the end of the day, and it's also going to be more beneficial to you, I believe. So anyway, but you do have that option if you can't make it or don't want to do it. And then we do have a final exam next week and a post test, which I'll be going over on a final video next week. So this week, focus mostly on finishing your check-in assignment, reading chapter 10, doing the quiz, and then I think you're still continuing your discussion post as well from the week before, where you're finding a job, finding some jobs, and writing your resume and cover letter for those jobs. Probably by now you've already done it, but if you didn't, make sure you complete that. Most importantly, by commenting on other students' posts. That's the main thing, because that's worth at least 15 points right there. All right, have a great week, everyone. You'll see me with one final video at the beginning of next week. Till then, have a wonderful week.